And here's your map set, ladies and gentlemen, presented by Toyota. We start on Nepal. Again, a map that's going to give us probably a little bit of a variety in terms of ultimates as they'll be brought to bear. Sano again trying to look around the corner. He's the only one caught in that grab. Transcendence, though, is still committed to try and keep him up. Earthshadow's blocked by the shield, though, and Poco's going to have to wait his turn. Poco in, pushes him back, and EQO's caught in the grab now himself. Self-destruct over the top. Nothing from that one, but Massa already fell Sato. A wild charge will yield the Lucio kill for the Fusion, and they'll keep pushing on. Here's the sound barrier, the self-destruct in the back. It doesn't find any targets, and the Fusion are all over this one. 80% of the clock for them, and they will maintain.
They get a point touch here within 5 ticks, though.
Sound barrier is what Atlanta's going to need to make themselves durable enough for this push. There it is. They push forward. Speed boost as well. They're all over Philly. That's the Earthshadow. It was a knockdown there. It looks like DeFran was put on his rear end. Poco got rid of him, but they trade the Reinhardt as a result. Carpe, great focus fire from Atlanta mid-fight to try and take down that Zaya. And now it is going to be EQO caught up amidst a roiling mass of red. And it's not the blood of the Fusion, no, it's the raiment of the rain. The Boombox Neptuno, but he's a little bit too slippery to catch currently. Perhaps a better target he might be served with. Carpe met him at the door! Takes him down, and Kodak's missing as well. That's 2 for Carpe. Self-destruct. Poco's Bongo is down. The supercharger is removed, and Carpe fancies a little bit of close quarters. Now it's all Philly set up on this point. Atlanta with just Lucio and really the Diva just to hold on. Massa goes down. Poco deals with him, and finally
Comes on the flank here. He's able to pick up some close range. That is filthy.
Yeah, and he gets a second as
well.
Back Carpe though, Philadelphia throwing all their eggs into the Widowmaker basket right now. They need to try and retake here. Inlay's down, Sato's getting aggressive, that's his second one. Shield up on the point for Poc, but he does get Sato, but the Transcendence is now brought to bear. EQO recalls. Philadelphia with the numbers on the point, Astra over the edge, and they will...
And they get a touch here. Pokeball gonna go to Wrecking Ball, barely gets on the point.
Boombox might be threatened though, drops in on top, but so much damage from Pokpo here.
Uh-oh. You lose Sato, you lose Boombox. Players from Atlanta getting on the point.
This is dangerous times indeed. Ursa now just trying to make sure Philly stay inside that small room. EQ always nowhere to go. They're trying to get a resurrect here, but elsewhere Inler is down. They brought Boombox to the fight. Carpe with 2. That's what Philly were looking for here. This is how they stay in this fight. Transcendence now over the point for Boombox, and Ursa on high is desuited. The Wrecking Ball now coming in for Sato. He's more than happy to bring that one right on down. Sound barrier only really for Poco here, and the Fusion maintain control, but it's not over yet. Popo drops back in again. Poco pressure down. It doesn't matter.
And Atlanta's going to get their Transcendence a bit faster here than Philadelphia. Both teams just kind of like poking and prodding on the point. Nobody really wants to commit until now Atlanta uses the sound barrier.
EQO the first to drop, and they do a great job of cutting Sato off from the rest of the Fusion. He got booped and bopped around, and there was no one that could save him, not even a life raft.
There's not really like a main healer on any of these compositions when you do this. So be the Graviton Surge, Transcendence comes out, self-destruct as well. Sound barrier here from Philly as well.
Poco tries to Earthshatter there, but he's actually knocked into the air. He can't land it.
Oh!
Poco is back in the building, ladies and gentlemen. Not a moment too soon either. Atlanta dipping their toe in the water so far, not really wanting to commit, but now might be the time. Sato, he definitely wanted to brawl, and again, he's extended so far. Boombox desperately tried to keep him alive with the Transcendence, but was just a little too late, and now the Rain get aggressive themselves, pushing up. You see Poco has to look on in dismay as the rest of his team are turned into chum. EQO down to Kodak here, and Atlanta are definitely looking to retake it for this fight. Neptuno will fall at the end, and that's it.
And obviously a really strong fight there for Atlanta. Even stronger that they hold on to a lot of these ultimates. I mean, you got Shatter, Rally, Grab here. The Fran's gonna throw the grab down, you get Poco D-Max. You can't even push through there, you're just stuck.
98%, Philadelphia being kept out completely. It's a shutout! Atlanta Reign. They know when to back away. They know when to fully commit. Sometimes they're caught out. A lot of teams do this, especially if their comms are shaky. Atlanta don't seem to suffer from that particular. And a Graviton if you were to need it, but Philadelphia just got gutted.
And I think what they realized there is, what we saw from Carpe's POV, the grab from the Fran, because airmail, that one is, Philly actually is going to come back. They may want that grab back.
Sound barrier now from Atlanta Reign hastily applied. They realize they may have overstepped themselves somewhat. Sato is down. The self-destruct thrown in the middle. Poco wants more. He'll have it. Master's down, but EQO is traded. Carpe moving up to the point now, and somehow Philly have salvaged this. Atlanta run out of steam.
You would have loved to have that grab if you're Atlanta.
How?
Combo with that self.
They lose their Lucio, they lose their Brute.
Rotates around to the window. By the time he gets there, both of his other tanks are dead.
Carpe took a heck of a lot of damage in that early engagement. Neptuno definitely able to step back away. But the Transcendence is now brought into play by the Atlanta Reign. The follow-up, though, not excellent. They're on the point, they're very close, but Philly are still 6 strong. Now they push up, Sada goes down once again. Boombox misses the timing of the Transcendence. He can't keep his main tank up. Now the Graviton. Philly have to invest in this fight. We'll see if it works out, but Poco's caught on a grab himself. EQO has to back up. And now Atlanta probably take a breather here, but they're a little bit disjointed themselves. But they use this to take down Carpe. They find one of the arms of the pincer. It's traded though. Kodak's missing, but Boombox was being down by Erster. And Poco has to go for the self-destruct. Try to make some space for Sato and the rest. And it's just him and EQO. Neptuno playing close. Poco had remech'd off to the side, so he takes a fair bit of early damage. And the Reign have position. There has to be a full commitment here from Philly, but they've lost Sato now. They're running out of options.
Oh, it was like a 4-on-4 here on the point, but you have the Fran fully charged up. There's 3 tanks and a support for Atlanta, or you can get that counter shatter, right? How many times have we seen the grabs come down and then a shatter come down inside of it?
Fisher pretty good at counter shatters himself. That's the shatter. It's mostly blocked. Those sound barrier for both teams here, but Neptuno was a little bit low. Poco really pushing here at the front line, and in that right corner you can see Massa just trying to stay alive now with the Graviton Surge brought in. Poco again, self-destruct in over the top. It yields results. Darko is missing to Fran. Cut down by Carpe, close quarters.
Here you have a few options. Atlanta, that you have the Graviton Surge and the Transcendence coming online. You can extend this fight, or you can go quick, try and bait an ultimate or 2 out and come back stockpiled.
All eyes on Sato right now. He does have an Earth Shatter waiting. He'll need to be quick though. Kodak's getting close to the Transcendence and he lays it down. Beautiful. Defrand is on the ground. So is Erster. And Poco comes in for the cleanup. Great coordination between the tanks of the Philadelphia Fusion. And letting it now. Erster goes in for the shield bash, but it looked like he didn't connect. Or Sato was protected. Poco's down to half, and that's dangerous. It's forcing out the Transcendence now from Atlanta. They need to go forward. They need to find some momentum, but another grab comes in. Up to the sky goes the mech. Straight on down, and it's 3! Just what the doctor ordered, and Atlanta are cut down to size by half. Poco will pursue the D-Mech. Diva and Darko has nowhere to go. Philadelphia Fusion shut the door. Really, they're in a great spot in terms of ultimate economy. Sato wants to just charge up his Earth Shatter. He gets a bubble to do just that. This could be quite nasty. He sees the Transcendence though, and he backs off just a little bit. As Atlanta filter into the right side room, Boombox wants to chase. Poco's caught out though. That was a double stun. Massa was also down, but it doesn't matter. He gets back to his feet and gives it as good as he gets.
I feel like every time we go on with the Fran, he is high energy.
On the brink here, Philly. So close to their goal, and Atlanta have to give everything they've got to stay in this map right now. That's the Earth Shatter. Sato, though, kind of gets cut off. It doesn't matter. The Reign, mouths agape, looking on like stun mullets as the payload gets home, and the Fusion. Trident is casting it well as well. I've seen him do some of that, but now he's back, obviously, and be in that flex support seat. Fusion's still a bit unsure about how they enter this fight. Like, where's the weak point? What can we exploit here? Dogman is playing off to the side on his own. You can see that Masa's sticking very close to him.
You want to keep that Zen alive, and they get him. And they actually rotate around Atlanta because they didn't want to play over where that mega health pack is, because with the Winston for Philadelphia, you could have closed the gap really quick, forced them up to the staircase, really tough position. They try and wrap around and then maybe use up this energy from that second fight. Still sitting at near 70%.
Oh, I love that. The 180 straight into the Graviton Surge. Atlanta wasn't ready for that one at all. Pokemon tries to give himself and his team a bit of an umbrella, and it pays off, and it doesn't protect him from the Earth Shatter. DeFran's down. He was discorded before he even hit the ground. The rest is elementary, my dear.
Protect Dogman as Sato was jumping right on top of him.
Yeah, Sato's actually trying to wrap around a little bit, but he's taking a lot of damage in the grab. Beautiful! He baited them into the trap. Sato's now missing. Philadelphia have to go alone with just 5 players. Oh, Carpe! The grab was eaten by Darko, and that's how the Fusion were going to get out of jail, but now it looks like a solitary confinement. Atlanta, with all their players up on the point, and Sato has to commit to this one with a Primal Rage. Maybe he can mitigate the effects of the Transcendence being used by Dogman, but there's really very little he can do. The self-destruct claims EQO and a large chunk of Sato's health in Primal Rage, and now it's time for the sound barrier from Neptuno. He's huddling with Carpe up on that high ground. They're a little bit too afraid to commit, but Boombox gets an important pick. Erster goes down from long range. The young Brit manages to find a very crucial target. But again, it's going to be tough with this Graviton Surge. Sato tries to pop right in with a pile driver, and Massa now is down. It's a war of attrition. Philadelphia slowly clawing their way back into this one.
Good old EQO Reinhardt here coming out of the end, just trying to get on the point and swing. But Sato on Wrecking Ball, such a difficult target to take out.
Again, Atlanta will be leaning into that one to try and take the point back. They've got all their impactful ultimates. Philly a little bit low on them. Now Defran's going to push them away. Look at this, straight into the choke. Transcendence has to be used here by the Fusion. It's the only way they stay alive in this fight. Earthshatter knocks Sato down, but they can't find a kill off the back of it. It's just Neptuno off to the side, taken down by Dogman. And with a self-destruct in the middle, that was supposed to help relieve the pressure for the Fusion. It was only Massa to fall for it here, and the Fusion need to find a couple more picks in over this point. It's gonna be tough. Boombox down at half health. Sato knocked up towards the side, forced to try and charge across the point. He lays it down. And Neptuno really can only sit there and watch the Atlanta Rain blistering pace. And
then at the later half of that Transcendence, you see the Graviton Surge come.
Sato Primal Rage, this could be nasty! Buster's off the edge and Sato, oh no! You are not going anywhere, Dogman! Get back in the kennel!
Well, that's denying Transcendence healing from some of his teammates. It's just Philly hasn't made progress on the point. Now the grab comes out.
They did manage to nullify most of that Transcendence, which is crucial. Poco down, Darko also missing the self-destruct from Poco, posthumously yielding himself a kill. Box, he's in the hot seat. He's in the perfect spot right now, just to wreck the Atlanta Rain. But Poco might have other ideas. The Earthshatter comes in and he claims EQO. He's looking healthy. Carpe's kind of caught out on his own here. Defran gives himself a barrier. Carpe has to back away on the left-hand side. He's going to struggle to escape from this one. Defran pushes forward, and somehow the Atlanta Rain have managed to turn this one around. Point B to stay in this map. The Rain tentatively now move forward onto the point, but Boombox is the high ground and he drops in. As soon as the Graviton Surge was used, he knew it was Transcendence time. Darko finds EQO. Again, the Brigitte catching a little bit of the blast, and the sound barrier for the Fusion doesn't really get any value because they're too busy planning on the next move. Carpe's Graviton was eaten up by Darko, and all the options that Philly had to go for have been stripped away from the one-by-one. Poco forlornly
playing up front.
Here we go, EQO drops straight in. Transcendence immediate answer from Dogman, places it up on the point. Philly reluctant to push forward, reluctant to get aggressive, and they wait out their own Transcendence. Now Atlanta don't have the healing available that Philly does. A huge disadvantage for them in this fight. Graviton Surge used, they're all caught together. Big Earthshatter, Puck knocked to the ground, and here's the responding. Oh, it's a big grab from Defran. Dogman finds Carpe. Arduous trek across the map to pressure him down. EQO tries to hit that concussive blast, doesn't get resolved, but Poco's so low. He's very low. EQO in a great position to rain these rockets down. Ursa also has to take cover. 1-for-1. Carpe went down. Massa pushed him, but he's resurrected. He's brought back into the fray, and he gets another crack at it. Still in a position, Massa had to go after him. You see him on the right of your screen. Carpe being pressured down now by the plucky Lucio, and he got EQO. Are you kidding me? Massa wasn't even looking for Carpe.
They're gonna do this.
That is astounding from the Atlanta Rain. Philly throws them the strangest look, and they respond with confidence. Sato doesn't even really get to the point. He's taken down. The Dragon Strike was used, but it's not enough. I would love to know how Massa changes targets.
Atlanta, everything's going in your favor right now. You clutch up. You
overextending slightly, but Sato's always demonstrated that tendency to want to play just that little bit more aggressively. Here's the rally coming out. Big Earthshatter though. Poco being knocked away. Carpe thinking about throwing a Graviton Surge in the backside, and he does let that one go. It isn't eaten. It does activate, and a sound barrier now needs to be applied by the Atlanta Rain. They get Massa. Poco drops one on him, but Dogman, that's a cheeky little double. Is there life in the Rain yet? It's possible. Another Primal Rage for Sato. He's looking for Dogman. This time maybe not extending quite as far. Should be able to get this brig here. Or has he done so yet again? He's
those Graviton Surges. You gotta see if Defran can land a good grab here.
There's the rally. That's the starter's pistol. Durain just pressuring down Poco right now. If he hangs around, he'll be more than happy to get him demected. Defran, that was a wild one. He knew the Poco was off to the left, so he sends in the Graviton Surge. And it's a very good result for it. They're a long way from their spawn currently. So the pressure is high, it's safe to say. Darko self-destruct in. Oh, no one caught by that one, despite the fact that Poco tries to charge Sato away. Sound barrier now for the Philadelphia Fusion, but that gets eaten up very quickly. Sato trying to stay close to the payload, not to let it sneak over as the Fusion are being dashed around the point. Here's a self-destruct in. Perfect! They dealt with Defran. There's still more to do, but Carpe is very charged up, and Philly are in a good position to push this one in their favor. That'll be a demec for Darko, and Atlanta can only look on again in dismay. He's lost so many crucial parts of his team. Quick double from Dogman. There's a glint of hope, perhaps, but there were so many...
Strength.
For Transcendence, Boombox may just engage with this, and he does. Philly just don't want to be in this choke anymore. They take the fight to the Rain, and Atlanta is the first to fall. A fire strike was what he fell foul of. Pokpo trying to get aggressive just to charge on out. Good response, though. I mean, Massa has really been getting involved early to late fight with a lot of these kills, but Boombox trying to do him one better. It's a Cossack kick to the breadbasket. I'm up, we have to fight pretty much face-to-face around this little corner here. Now Philly, it's third turn to go forward. They realize they might have an opportunity, an opening here. Poco's knocked to the ground. Really just him at this stage, but the transcendence from the rain is gonna give them a little bit of a buffer as they push into this fight. It doesn't allow them to get any kills though, and for this reason, Philly are gonna keep going. That's the charge on Pogpo, but Asano was looking for, and it is a cleanup. Fantastic play from the Fusion. Managing to disengage from the rain there.
Else after that.
Carpe in a great spot here. Very happy to have the Graviton Surgery and lets it go as quickly as possible. Sound barrier used by the rain, but it's going to be a self-destructing over the top. No victims claimed from that, but now Philly, they lay their support ultimate. That's interesting. And a beautiful finish there from Sato, just to secure the fight. But Matt, really, they had everything they needed. We're going to map 5, ladies and gentlemen. It wouldn't be a Philly match.
Why not let the Fran and Carpe go at it like we saw on Nepal? But
well, you were saying, you walked past DeFres. It's probably something that the Fusion's trying to play to. Many people say that just the composition of features of the Reinhardt is better, and well, I mean, Sato goes in. He was well ahead of the rest of his team, and he gets munched up, turned into wood chippings.
And that's where the running the Winston's a bit tougher.
It's a 2 for 2. It's a 3 for 2. The Philly, I love this. Again, they back up. They say, Atlanta have to get in our face. They have to really walk up to us. We can use this against them. They disengage. Dogman's so low on the point. He gets a Zarya bubble, but it's only temporary solace as Sato slams
so much
here.
damage.
Atlanta just going to wait for them to come out, but they're so low. They're going to face the music one way or another. Poco eats the grab, though. DeFran won't get that one, and then the Transcendence comes into play to remediate that health issue the Fusion were having. Sato's still nice and healthy, but Poco's mech is down. Carpe charge, pushing over the edge. Darko trying to hide off on the side, but it's Musser again! Again! On the Lucio! This guy's been dominant in these fights, and the Rain can now stand tall and one step closer to the coronation.
You see from Carpe's POV, it's difficult to deal with, you know. The Winston in your face, the Diva on one side. Oh, by the way, Sombra invisible running around.
Oh, Masso's in trouble. That's an Angel grounded. Carpe looking for Erstu, who now just needs to stick behind the lighthouse, but a Mercy down is huge! Making 2 supports! Oh! Again and again, Carpe delivers.
Thinking about investing some of these ultimates even when you get them a little bit later if you're Atlanta, because you're getting close to the end of this map.
Earth Shatter. It was actually Neptuno who got shattered, by the way. He was almost knocked off the edge of the map, but he's able to pick himself back up and will have the sound barrier if his team needs it. That was the Transcendence. Poco sends this one in. Sato catches Master. Such an aggressive charge from him in the midst of the battle, but he gets a crucial target. Now he's forced back. He was discorded, and Atlanta have the momentum and the Transcendence to work with. The rest of the Fusion can only try and knock on the door, ask if they can be allowed in. EQO has the shield charge backwards to get away from the fight, and DeFran really wants to push. He's pushed too far, though! A little bit too far from the Dane. Poco staying safe. EQO working their way in, and Philly need to do this slow. It's overtime, 99-51. Earth Shatter from Pogpo was there, but the follow-up, sadly, was absent. In mini Diva form with nothing but the Bunny Blaster, Poco gets the job. There's a resuit attempt here from Darko. Had to get back in his mech. What a messy start to this map.
You still have some players lingering here for Atlanta, and Sato will fall. Poco's gonna fall as well.
Muscle with the sound barrier now. Erster did the good work. He paid the road in this fight. Surely not. Neptuno would never troll you like that. And now Sato's returned to the fight. Philly still have control of the point. Atlanta weren't able to capture it. There it is, the Molten Core. A lot of damage being taken. Philly had to respect it and step back. But Sato, again, he's in the midst. Self-destruct there. Line of sight was easy to break for the Fusion from that one. And with the Transcendence now, Sato is topped up and ready to go once more. He lands on top of Pogpo. The Dragon Strike yields very little from Erster, despite his fantastic start to the fight. Carpe has other plans for you, Dogman. DeFran's doing work. Look at him move back onto the point. No way! 2 rapid kills with a Rivet Gun. Erster now being pressured back. Atlanta have control of the point here. Only 2 players left for Philly. Their supports are running, trying to get back to the point as quickly as they possibly can. Poco has to step out of this fight, and now Atlanta are in the driver's seat.
Yeah, and EQO uses rally there. They try and push forward, potentially take that. The brand now over to Tracer, not going to be running the Torb anymore.
There goes that supercharger, that extra damage not available for the Rain, but a sound barrier, that'll go a long way. Philly did take the point, but Atlanta are the only ones who got the portal. Over the edge goes EQO. And the Rain will be happy They threw that Lucio ult into the fight and it still paid off. He wasn't going to be knocked into the well, and Sato spends half of his ultimate just walking around. Now he's looking for Dogman again, who's been a key player in this map. And of course the transcendence for Dogman now. Rain looking very durable in this fight. Boombox now has to use his and come forward. He has to get aggressive and engage the fight. Atlanta are in control and they have the sound barrier now. Philadelphia Fusion respond with one of their own. Darko gets stunned. He's discorded as well. He gets desuited and Muscle has fallen down. This is where the Rain was supposed to take it all, but it looks like they're running out of steam. Dogman falls. Philly have control of the point, and now they can stagger the fight. But again, it means they have to play so statically. They really just need to play around the Orisa, and the Fusion know that. It's very clear when you see the Orisa being used. Poco, I think he was able to get out of that one there. We had the booster available. Massa caught. Now the Graviton Surge was well placed with the Rain. They can't afford this kind of fight. It's 94% for the Fusion. They're so close. Ursa goes down. Sato's trying to back away. Poco gets a bit of a shield and pushes forward. Now with that Orisa, it's worse for wear right now. Goes for the Fortify. Poco has to abscond. Darko now being pushed away. Down the hill goes Darko. Self-destruct to get out of the mech, and Massa's playing on that left side, but it's just him, the one man standing, and the Philadelphia Fusion triumph very closely with the Transcendence now onto the point, but Dogman is keeping his one alive. Gets into the back corner, just a drive-by. He waves as he passes by. And Atlanta Rain now trying to put some numbers back on the point with the Fusion. They've got it, they have it. It doesn't get